Hello and welcome to SAR Histories, where on the channel today we will be visiting a little known about house in Derby, Pickford's House Museum. Pickford's house at number 1 Friargate, Derby is an elegant Georgian townhouse built by the prominent architect Joseph Pickford in 1770 for his own family. Joseph Pickford was born in Warwickshire in 1734, but he moved to London as a child when his father died. Pickford's initial training was undertaken under the stonemason and sculptor Joseph Pickford, his uncle and namesake, at his London premises. Pickford worked for his uncle for about 10 years, training first as a mason and then as an architect. At one time, Pickford had offices in both London and Derby. The architect moved to Derby in 1760, where he was the agent of former Hall architect David Hylon of Warwick. He was married to Mary, daughter of Thomas Wilkins, who was the principal agent of Wenman Coke at Longford Hall, Derbyshire, which Pickford altered around 1762. Pickford worked extensively throughout the Midland counties of England, primarily designing town and country houses. When Pickford died, he left the house to Reverend Joseph Pickford, who had the house extended and divided into 2 properties. He left the house to his cousin William Pickford in his will in 1844. William promptly mortgaged the house, and by 1850 it was sold to William Evans of Ulster Hall. His son, Sir Thomas William Evans, who was also a politician, sold it in 1879 to Frederick Ward, who then sold it to William Kervengen, the first of a number of surgeons to own it. In 1977 it was upgraded from a Grade 2 to Grade 1 building, and in 1982 it was purchased by the Derby City Council. The museum was established in 1988 to show the accommodation of the late Georgian professional person. The ground floor is furnished as it might have been in Pickford's time, together with displays of 18th and 19th century costume. The house also has kitchens, scullery and laundry that are kept as they might have been in 1830. The kitchen wing was built between 1812 and 1831 to house kitchen and washing facilities. The kitchen wing had a functional and basic feel to it. There are many objects of the period which make you feel that you are in a time capsule. Though it may not look much today, the kitchen was state of the art back in its day. The scullery and laundry room was an eye-opener, as you can get a sense of the amount of work needed to wash clothes. It would have been an all-day job, and this room makes you feel more appreciative of the washing machines that we have today. Pickford's house was intended to showcase his work with the intention of securing new contracts. It was also his residence. Unlike many houses open to the public, this was not owned by a member of the aristocracy, but by a professional. The relative luxury of the Pickford family bedroom and dressing room, which are decorated as they would have been in 1815, can be compared with the servants' bedrooms above. It is thought that all rooms on this floor were used for bedrooms, this one being the main room of the house, used by Mr. and Mrs. Pickford. There are two toilets in the house, one from the 1930s and this one being Edwardian. Both are still in a working condition. This is the servant's bedroom, which simply has a bed, a chair and a set of drawers. The museum is also home to a collection of model toy theatres that were gathered by Frank Bradley. The cellar of the property is decorated as a 1940s bomb shelter. Currently there is a 60s and 70s fashion exhibition where you can see the flamboyant styles of the day. There are some unique and colourful outfits, but the most prominent is Elton John's jacket. The exhibition was interesting to walk around, with some great information available. Through the modern eye, you would be forgiven for wondering how such fashion became on trend, but nevertheless it was an interesting exhibition with classic music from the period being played throughout. At the rear of the property, Pickford had his billiards yard, access being by a driveway to the right of the property. The gardens are small in size, but offer a peaceful place away from the house. They are much laid out how it would have been in the Georgian period, and are a great addition to the house. Pickford's House Museum is an excellent place to visit, which holds different events throughout the year. The staff are friendly and willing to answer any questions that you might have. For me, Pickford's House Museum is a must for those that like history. It is free to enter, which is amazing as they could easily charge for it, though there are donation boxes where you can donate if you are able. If you have enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Until then, goodbye.